company's Heidi Latsky Dance. I've had the company since 2001, but since 2006 I started working with people with disabilities. And since then, I've felt really compelled to continue having unexpected bodies represented in my company. I'm very angry about the world, especially the way it is right now, where people don't accept people when they're different in any capacity. So my company is actually very much a visual representation of that tolerance of difference. And our mission is really to redefine beauty, redefine virtuosity through dance with all different kinds of people. And lately, this project called On Display has become a global phenomenon in a way. In 2009, I was at a retreat. I'd received a grant, and they invited all the grantees to this retreat, and we had to do a presentation. And a museum curator sought me out after my presentation. And he said, I really hope you don't mind, but I'm having a really difficult time because I had a very strong reaction to your video, whereas I have grown up with sculptures that are missing parts, missing limbs, and I find them inherently beautiful. When I saw some of your dancers who were missing limbs, I was really taken aback and very ashamed of my response. 2009, this curator spoke to me. In 2015, I actually realized my first sculpture court in the middle of Times Square, and it was an amazing experience for me to watch my performers actually become moving, living sculptures. The audience is encouraged to walk through it as if this was art. So if I'm the sculpture and you're walking like really close to me and you're looking at me because my eyes are closed, when I open my eyes, it's almost like a confrontation. I don't mean it to be a negative confrontation, but it's like who's being viewed and who's viewing. Some of my dancers with disabilities will talk to me about they don't have control necessarily in real life over who looks at them, how they look at them, how they get stared at or avoided. In this context, they're completely in control. When I was speaking with Jody Nimrector from the American Dance Festival, she got very excited about Duke Homestead. She sent me photos and I was like, wow, it's beautiful. Putting these sculptures who are all wearing white in a space like that, I think is just going to be gorgeous. And I think the objective of On Display is for people to be very internal and very raw and unified. When someone's walking down the street, you see them in a very limited way. But when you're seeing them do their own movement and they're vulnerable in that, the wheels are turning, and that's the hope, that they start looking at beauty in a very different way.